What is SteelStacks? SteelStacks is a new arts and cultural campus here, right at the base of the Bethlehem Steel Blast Furnace. It's gonna have concerts year-round from rock to jazz to blues. We're gonna be featuring everything. We're talking about a home for the Arts Quest Center, which is gonna have the Music Fest Cafe presented by Yingling. It's gonna have the Frank Banco Ale House Cinemas. It's arts, it's culture. We're talking 10 new festivals throughout the entire year. 10 new venues that seat everywhere from 8 to 8,000 people. It's diversity in programming, it's diversity in experiences, it's all sorts of different entertainment. There's so much, I'm almost getting tired talking about it. That's SteelStacks, and that's what SteelStacks Live is about. I'm standing at the far west end of what's gonna be the SteelStacks campus, right at the edge of Festival Plaza. Now, what's so interesting about this area right behind me is it's actually gonna be the new main stage for Music Fest starting in 2011. The steel stage is gonna be right behind me, and instead of being skinny and long, it's gonna be wide with that awesome backdrop of the Bethlehem Steel Blast Furnaces right behind it. I am standing in the construction site of the Music Fest Cafe presented by Yingling with Patrick Brogan, Arts Quest's Director of Performing Arts, the guy who books Music Fest, the guy that's going to be booking all of the entertainment. You don't really realize it till you're standing here. Folks, the stage for the Music Fest Cafe is going to be right there. Literally, that view is going to be behind all of the amazing performers you're bringing in.
It's great. There's not a bad seat in the house. No seats further than 60 feet from the stage, and every seat's got a great view of the blast furnaces behind the stage, which serve as the perfect backdrop to any concert.
And the whole wall is glass, right?
It's a whole glass wall. You can see the blast furnaces. It's going to be it's an amazing, iconic place to see a show.
Patrick, what specifically are we looking to bring into this particular venue throughout the year?
On a regular basis, a lot of the things you see at Music Fest, a lot of the groups from headliners out on the free to the public stages to the Foy series, the Zollner series, a lot of those type of shows will come find a new home here. Jam bands, blues, rock, jazz, funk, soul, gospel, you name it, kids music, Latin music.
Everything. I mean, it's such a diverse plan for programming that you can learn more about on the Arts Quest website.
That's right.
If you go to artsquest.org, there's a SteelStacks section dedicated to the Arts Quest Center, and you can learn all about the programming and specifically how you can lend a hand in making it a reality. And we're talking new festivals, 10 new festivals, in addition to, I think there's 10 new venues on this entire campus with seats from like 8 to 8,000. But what are these new festivals we can expect?
A jam band festival with great rockin' bands all weekend long, a blues festival, a jazz festival.
So like all over the place. We're not talking just one thing, we're talking a whole bunch of different genres, a whole bunch of different festivals with different feels. That's amazing. Right downstairs, I understand there's going to be a Frank Banco Ale House Cinema, which 2-screen movie theater. You can bring food and drink into the theater with you.
Right.
What kind of programming are you going to be doing in there?
Well, it's great. It's 2 movie theaters, 2 art houses, a lot of documentaries, independent features, foreign features, a lot of the stuff that we don't get to screen in the Lehigh Valley because we don't have enough dedicated art house screens in the valley that we'll be able to bring to South Bethlehem there.
That's
and
amazing.
You can bring your beer into the theater with you.
You know, and the Arts Quest Center's right here in the heart of the SteelStacks campus. There's the town square outside where the community is going to come and celebrate for all these different festivals throughout the year. The Festival Plaza down the way with all of the farmers markets and the arts and antiques market. And of course, the Music Fest Cafe presented by Yingling, where we're standing right now. Patrick, thank you so much for coming out.
We can't wait to have your audience here as well.
We can't either. Thank you so much. Make sure you all check out artsquest.org/SteelStacks. Find out everything that's happening and how you can play a part of this future venue. So check it out. I'm at the Crayola Gallery at the Banana Factory in South Bethlehem, and a lot of people might know about this hidden gem here in the Lehigh Valley, but it used to be a banana warehouse, which in and of itself is kind of cool that I'm in an art gallery now, but they turned it into a community arts center and gallery for everyone to enjoy. They've got 25 artists in residence with their studios here in the Banana Factory, so they're literally upstairs from where we are right now making art as we speak, and that is phenomenal. They've got arts and education classes for everybody of all ages to come and learn how to paint, to draw, you know, even people that have very limited artistic skills like myself. have a chance to learn some art here in our own backyard. The really cool thing that you need to know about the Banana Factory is all of the outreach that they do through local school districts and other initiatives. Students that might not have a chance to learn anything about art, whether it be art history or actually like skills and job training in the arts, they get exposed to that here at the Banana Factory through initiatives with the Bethlehem Area School District and other places. And it's right here in the Valley. And it's the kind of thing that you're going to learn about when you watch SteelStacks Live. That was awesome, thank you. You know, with so much happening in the Lehigh Valley in the arts and culture world, you know, why would you ever want to leave? You know, why go to Philly, why go to New York when there's so much happening around here in the Valley? And that's what SteelStacks Live is about. We're going to be featuring all sorts of organizations from around the Lehigh Valley, both at SteelStacks and out in the Valley where they are, whether it be theater companies or art galleries or even your favorite band as they roll through town. We're going to be there interviewing them right here in the Lehigh Valley, and that's what SteelStacks Live's about. Part of SteelStacks Live is reaching out into the community to talk about all of the wonderful things that are happening in the arts world. And with that in mind, I am very excited to be standing here at the base of the blast furnaces on the edge of the SteelStacks campus with our very first guest on SteelStacks Live, Patrick Mulcahy, the producing artistic director for the Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival at DeSales University. Thank you so much, Patrick, for coming out, joining us here on SteelStacks Live. I gotta say I'm a big fan. I was won over last year. I saw Antony and Cleopatra, which I understand you actually directed. But for those out there watching at home who have never been to the Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival, what can they expect?
The artists, the company of artists over the last few years have included winners and nominees of Tonys and Emmys and Outer Critics Circle Awards and Drama Desk Awards. So, you know, the way you do this is you choose great plays, and we do that with Shakespeare, and then you choose great artists.
And it's wonderful that you're able to reach out into New York and into the surrounding communities and really bring in amazing world-class actors right here into the Lehigh Valley. And I gotta say, I was a skeptic when I first went to it. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but it was amazing. Everything was just world class. It was like watching a movie, but better, because it was right there unfolding in front of you. I gotta ask, you know, how do you even start to approach directing Shakespeare? I mean, he's so prolific, he's the master. That's gotta be daunting, right?
Well, actually, because it's a great play to start with, there's so much great material in there already. It actually, I don't want to say it's ever easy, and I've yet to find an easy play to direct, but they're great plays, so they're inspiring. They inspire me as I work on it as a director. Then with the other artists we collaborate with, designers and actors, you know, there's a lot to be mined in these great texts. You know, Laurence Olivier was asked, well, why did you keep doing Hamlet all through your life? Why did you do Hamlet 4 times in your life? He said, because it's inexhaustible. You never get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful thing that you're doing right here in the Valley. What's your favorite part of being a member of the local arts community?
Well, I think it's the richness of the arts community. You mentioned that you were so impressed with the artists that we bring to the Shakespeare Festival. Well, I'm so impressed with the artists that we get to see at Music Fest or that we get to see at the Symphony, of the quality of the artwork at the Art Museum, etc. What's most exciting about the arts community here is its dimension, its scope, its richness. We have a lot to be proud of in this community.
I couldn't agree with you more, and that's what our new show, SteelStacks Live, is all about. We're going to be doing stuff at the campus behind us, but we're also going to be reaching out, and we're going to be going to the Shakespeare Festival and different things that are happening around the community to see all the wonderful things that are happening. You know, before we go, I have to thank you so much for coming out and joining us, but how can people learn more about the PA Shakespeare Festival? Do you guys have a website?
We do. PAShakespeare.org is a great way to find out about
doesn't get any easier than that, right?
Seasons coming up, seasons past, all the info you want.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for being our honorary first guest here on SteelStacks Live. I know you guys have some wonderful things coming up in the pipeline, and we hope to have you back soon.
Sounds great.
Hey, thanks so much, Patrick.
Thank you, John.
Living in the Lehigh Valley is never dull, and it's reflected in all the great arts that we've got. festivals and music and theater and dance, independent film. You name it, we have it right here in the Lehigh Valley. SteelStacks Live is going to bring it all to you. You're not going to have to worry about what's going on. You're going to know. We're going to bring it right into your house. We're going to be on the internet, on TV. SteelStacks Live is going to bring all of the diverse programming here in the Lehigh Valley right to you. Here's the thing. We need your help to decide what's going to be on the show. Get on the internet, log on to SteelStacksLive.org. There's a survey there, you can fill it out. Let us know what you want to see on SteelStacks Live. SteelStacksLive.org. We need your help. Get on there today.